YouTubers, welcome back to another episode of Focus. There we go, Maxwell Starr's beer review. Tonight we're going to test out my new webcam and take a look at a beer that showed up. Geez, it's gotta be a little over a month ago now. I've been sitting on this beer that showed up in NBA liquor stores all the way from Barrie, Ontario. We're going to take a look at Flying Monkey's Genius of Suburbia. Their Session IPA. Come on, focus. Brew fearlessly. It is 3.8% ABV. India Session Style Ale. Confederacy of Hopheads. I love the fact that this webcam can get so close I can read the friggin' labels on beer bottles now. Awesome. Taste Suburbia. Citrus pine, tropical notes, blah 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 blah. I don't want to read the tasting notes. Alright, so yeah. Most people who watch my channel probably already know who Flying Monkeys is. They're an awesome brewery out of Barrie, Ontario, just north of Toronto, that is also really famous for making under their caps they're really famous for putting cool sayings, and this one's no different because I tapped that. That's awesome. Wow. Anyway, yeah, Genius Suburbia. I mean, the latest craze, of course, is India Session Ales, sessionable IPAs, or like light IPAs that, your typical IPA is about, 5.5, 6.5, even maybe a little heavier, getting into your double IPAs, which usually range around, anything 7 plus, really, all the way to the sky's the limit. There are, I think, was it Dogfish Head's 120 minute is not really an IPA anymore, but Dogfish Head's 120 minutes, something like, ridiculous, like 18% ABV. At least it was the time I had it, I think. This is going in the other direction. This is supposed to be the light summer drinking beers for hopheads that have hop taste, yet very little, not as much alcohol, and lighter bodies to be more enjoyable on a hot sunny day. Imagine it's supposed to be drank colder than this one here, but I want to test out my new webcam, so let's pour this into my Duvel glass. And I'm going to turn the Genesis down a sec here. Anyway. Looks pretty. Of course. There's the obligatory photo to worry about, so just give me a second while I fire up the camera. And you can see my camera now in all its HD glory. Yay. Because you guys care so much. Just drink the fucking beer, will ya? Alright. And of course, the close-up. Yeah, it'll work. Cool. Alrighty. So, looks like your Session IPA. Gratuitous amount of head on it. Light, clean-looking body. Very golden, brassy. Hardly any color to that. I mean, maybe looks a little more brassier than your typical, like a pale lager would. It's not, completely clear. Or straw yellow, but it's getting there. It's kind of a very, golden brass. Looks okay for the rest of my... Actually, looking at that, and my webcam's probably good enough now, that you can actually see that it's got a nice creamy, like a poofy head, mixture of densities of bubbles, but it's also creating a pillowy appearance at the top of the beer, which is really nice. That focus. Okay. I'm having too much fun with the camera, sorry. Alright, let's give it a sniff. There's light amounts of floral notes, mostly grapefruit, citrus, and a touch of orange. Maybe hints of lemon and almost like a bit of spruce gum, like that. Not so much. It's almost like a little sweaty, but that really sounds bad, but if you ever smelled like spruce gum from a tree, it's kind of got that sprucey, piney kind of smell, but it's also like a subtle brine note at the very end of it that's not repulsive like sweat. It's just kind of getting there, like body odor kind of. I don't know where I'm going with this. So, but one thing I gotta say is that appearance-wise, it looks pretty good. Smells delicious. Let's put this thing down the hatch. Cheers. Oh yeah. See, a lot of session IPAs, they have this hop character, and they don't finish it off with enough malt in the backbone. And it leaves this soda water orange peel kind of taste and lingering in the back of the mouth. And you know what? There is a little bit of it here, but it's not oppressive. It's not like completely astringent, I guess you could say. It tastes like there's almost enough malt to balance this thing out. And underneath that, notes of like floral, pine, well, not even really pine. I mean, it's got this orange peel, like the rind kind of taste, lingering in the back, just like any session ale does. Said that already. You get this nice, gentle grapefruit lingering on top of the tongue, a little candy sweetness on the tip, and swashing back into this light caramel taste. Session IPAs are still a style that I kind of have a hard time drinking. It's, I think my favorite so far is still Red Racer's ISA, and I hated last year's ISA from Red Racer, and this year's was just delicious, but because it actually tasted balanced. This one here is almost there. It's almost balanced. It's better than Muskoka Detour, in my opinion. But it's one of those session IPAs I would actually say that I would drink this again. And I did buy a 6-pack of this, and I think I've drank like 4 of them already. And I liked every one. This one's no different. I mean, it's not like super crazy incredible or anything. Oh my god, it's the best session IPA ever, but it's definitely an enjoyable, drinkable beer, and I do recommend it. So 3.5 out of 5 for that one. For Flying Monkey's Genius of Suburbia. We'll talk to you folks later. Let's try that one more time. You can almost do like what Guy does with labels and just pan it. And without even changing cameras or putting like another small section down here or something in the bottom corner. Oh, look at that. It actually focused on my finger. Can you focus on my finger? Oh, no, not that finger. Reading the ingredients. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll talk to you folks later. Cheers. I want to focus on it. Focus.